A very good morning, children. Today in English workbook, let's continue with our chapter Festivals are Fun. So hope you all have read the chapter. Today let's move on to the grammar part. So all of you open your text, page number 24. First we have the vocabulary. Write the nouns that go with these verbs. Choose from the words in the box. So some words are given in the box. We have to match the nouns and the verbs. So let's see what all words are given in the box. It's bicycle, clothes, balloon, nap, picture, house, story and cake. So now we have to match these words. Let's look at the first question. We have color a dash. Second, write a dash. Third, bake a dash. Fourth, build a dash. Fifth, burst a dash. Sixth one, change dash. 7, ride a dash. And the last 8th one, take a dash. So now let's see the answers. First it is color a picture. So near to the first question you can write picture. Second one, write a story. Third, it's bake a cake. Fourth, build a house. Fifth, burst a balloon. Sixth, change clothes. 7, ride a bicycle. And 8th one, take a nap. So this is the vocabulary section. Let's move on to grammar. Simple past tense. Rewrite these sentences in the simple past tense. One has been done for you. So we have already learned what is past tense. Past tense means the actions that has already happened before, or that actions that has happened in the past. So we have to use ed with the verb to denote that it is a past tense. So now let's look at the questions. One has been done for us. So the first question is Suman looks through the window. So the verb is look and we have to change that into past tense. So how can that be written? Suman looked through the window. So the word looks has turned into looked. Now the sentence has been turned into past tense. Suman looked through the window. So that is the answer. Now let's move on to the second question. Ramesh brushes his teeth. So which is the verb there? Brushing is the action. So that is the verb. Now we have to turn the brushes into past tense. So we have to add ed to the word. And that becomes Ramesh brushed his teeth. They knock at the door. So find out which is the verb there. The word knock is the verb and we have to add ed to the verb. Fourth one, Shobha and Suraj live in the red house. So live is the verb and we have to change that into the past tense. Fifth question, the little puppy plays with the ball. So action word is play. We have to change that into the past tense. Sixth one, Bhanu walks to school every day. So walk is the action word or the verb there. So now let's check the answers. The second question, Ramesh brushed his teeth. So the brushes word changes into brushed to make that sentence into past tense. So you can write it down in the space provided there. Ramesh brushed his teeth. The third one, they knocked at the door. So knock became knocked. So write they knocked at the door. Third one, Shobha and Suraj lived in the red house. Fifth, the little puppy played with the ball. Sixth one, Bhanu walked to school every day. So this is simple past tense. Let's move on to the next one, past continuous tense. So what is past continuous tense? The actions that was happening in the past, an ongoing action that we refer to past continuous tense. So sometimes two occurrences also happen. So now let's see here. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the action words given in the brackets. One has been done for you. So the first question, he in the bracket sit is given. So on the bench when an ant bit him. So two actions are repeated. Sit and ant bit him. So two actions is happening at the same time. So he was sitting on the bench when an ant bit him. So we can see that the two actions are happening there. And When he was sitting there, an ant bit him. So that ant bit him is in the past tense. And that sit we wrote in the past continuous tense. When we write the past continuous tense, we have to change the be verb into was or were. And the main verb remains the same and we have to add the ing form. So here you can see he was sitting. He, when we use he or she, we use the be verb was. And when it's plural like they or we have to use the be verb were. Now let's look at the second question. When I came home, Renu was, in the bracket you can see, write a letter. So you have to use the past continuous form there. Third one, they eat dinner together when the bell rang. Fourth question, she dash go to work on her project, but she watched a cartoon instead. Fifth, grandma dash tell a story when we heard a loud noise. Sixth, the baby dash cry in the crib but stopped when I picked her up. Now let's look at the answers. The second question, when I came home, Renu was writing a letter. So the be verb was, because Renu is a single person, we have to use was. So was writing a letter. Third question, they dash eat together. So they is plural, we have to use the be verb were. They were eating dinner together when the bell rang. Fourth, she dash go to work. So the word go, we have to change. She was going to work on her project, but she watched a cartoon instead. Fifth one, grandma was telling me a story when we heard a loud noise. Sixth, the baby was crying in the crib but stopped when I picked her up. So this is the past continuous tense. Let's move on to the next one, speaking. Talking about one's favorite festival. Work in pairs. Ask your partner how he or she celebrates his or her favorite festival. Then tell your partner how you celebrate your favorite festival. So this you can either do it with your siblings or parents. You can talk to them about your favorite festival and what you do on your favorite festival. Moving to the next page, page number 26, we have pronunciation. Words with silent T. The silent letter T is missing in these set of letters. Rewrite each set by adding the letter T in the correct place. One has been done for you. So in these words, we have to write the letter T, but when we pronounce it, we don't say the sound of T. Here some words are given. We have to add the letter T in these words. So the first word is C-A-S-L-E. We read it as castle. We have to add the letter T to that. It has to be rewritten as C-A-S-T-L-E and we read it as castle. So the second one, glisten. You can write down as G-L-I-S-T-E-N and you can read this as glisten. You don't read it as glisten. The T is silent there, so read it as glisten. The third one is soften. S-O-F-T-E-N is the word. Fourth one, moisten. M-O-I-S-T-E-N. So add the letter T to the word. Fifth one, it's ballet. B-A-L-L-E-T. We don't read it as ballet, we read it as ballet. And sixth one, it's wrestle. W-R-E-S-T-L-E. Now let's move on to the next one, it's spelling. Words ending with NG, ND and NK. So we have to write the words which end with NG, ND and NK. So let's look at these riddles. Solve these riddles. All the answers end with NG, ND and NK. So some questions have been given. We have to think and answer it. So the first question, you use your brain to do this. So what you do with your brain? And the first letter T is given. Second one, you wear it on your finger. So what do you wear on your finger? Third, a magician uses this to make magic. The first letter W is given. Fourth, you keep or take out money from here and the first letter there is B. Fifth, you will find this on a beach. The first letter is S. Sixth, you sing it. And the first letter is yes. So what do you sing? Think and write it. Seventh one, a metal box used to store things. And first letter given is T. Eighth one, frogs live here. And the first letter given is P. So now let's check the answers. The first one, you use your brain to do this. So you think with your brain, and that word ends with NK. Already the letter T has been given. You can write the rest of the letters there, THINK. The second question, you wear it on your finger. R is given there, it is ring, and that ending words are NG. So RING. Third one, a magician uses this to make magic. It's wand. W is given, you can write A and D to that in the space provided there. So W, A and D becomes wand. The fourth one, you keep or take out money from here. It is bank, BANK. Fifth, you will find this on a beach. It is sand, SAND. You sing it, that is song, SONG. Seventh, a metal box used to store things, that is trunk, so TRUNK. Last one, frogs live here. Where do frogs live? Frogs live in the pond, so it is POND, pond. Let's move on to our next page. It's punctuation. Rewrite these sentences using correct punctuation marks wherever necessary. So we have learnt about full stop, question mark, apostrophe and exclamation marks, and we have learnt how to use it. An apostrophe is used to denote someone's belongings. So now let's check the questions. First, it's Ria's dress was torn. So that is a sentence, that's a statement. And you can see Ria's dress was torn. They are talking about Ria's dress. So we have to insert apostrophe after Ria and before S. So Ria apostrophe S. Ria's dress was torn, and that is a sentence. We have to put a full stop at the end of the sentence. So now let's write that. Ria's dress was torn. So you can see after Ria, put an apostrophe on top and then write yes. So it's read as Ria's. Ria's dress was torn. The second question, have you seen Anud's hat? So that's a question being asked. And you can see it's about Anud's hat. So we have to insert a apostrophe there. And it's question, so we have to insert a question mark. So you can write it as, have you seen Anud's hat? And always when we begin a sentence, we have to use the capital letter. So H should be capital letter there. Have you seen Anud's hat? And insert a question mark there. The third question, wow, I'm impressed. So that's a feeling showing. So we have to use an exclamation mark. So wow, after wow, put an exclamation mark and I am impressed. And when the letter I is written, we have to use it as capital letter, even if it comes in between the sentence. So you can write it as, wow, I am impressed, and put a full stop there. The fourth question, my father's diary is red in color. That's a sentence. And my father's diary, it's about my father's diary. So we have to insert an apostrophe there. My father's diary is red in color, and a full stop at the end of the sentence. Fifth, oh no, the bird's nest is destroyed. So there a feeling is expressed. So you can write it as, oh no, a comma, the bird's nest is destroyed, and an exclamation mark. So after the bird, you need to put an apostrophe. Bird's nest is destroyed. The sixth question, may I ask for Priya's help? That is a question being asked. So may I ask for Priya's help? And the letter I should be written capital. So may I ask for Priya's, apostrophe there after Priya. Priya apostrophe yes. May I ask for Priya's help, and a question mark. Seventh one, today is my mother's birthday. So that is a sentence. But after mother, you have to put an apostrophe. Mother's. Today is my mother's birthday. Eighth one, hooray, we have won the match. That is also a feeling being expressed. And after hooray, put an exclamation mark. We have won the match. And again an exclamation mark. Now let's move on to our next page. Page 28, writing. Completing a flow chart on festivals. Write 10 things you do to celebrate your favorite festivals. 2 have been done for you. So here you can see it's written buy new clothes, sing and dance. And what you do on your favorite festival, you can think and write it here in this flow chart. So with this, we finish this chapter. We'll be meeting in the next class with another new chapter. Till then, thank you.